Amazon faces a new lawsuit brought by consumers, the commerce giant accused of secretly tracking cell phones. The class action lawsuit also alleges that Amazon sold the data that it does collect. So joining us now with more is our 9 News legal analyst, Whitney Traylor. You're taking a look at the lawsuit. What are the claims you're seeing in there? Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, this was a lawsuit that was filed in a court in California, and they were asserting a number of claims under California law. These were actually a violation of the California Penal Code, and they're saying that essentially Amazon embedded into other software its Amazon Ads SDK, which is a software development kit, and they're saying they didn't have the consent, and so with that they're able to track their location and garner a bunch of private information and then make their ads, essentially monetize their ads. So they didn't have consent, and they cited one app specifically where you turn your location on, you give that app permission to track your location, right? Yep. But you didn't give Amazon that right. And so Amazon was able to then take that information and utilize it in their ads. So that's the issue, is that Amazon didn't have your permission.
Not brought by California, though. This is a group of consumers collected, I'm sure, by some sort of attorney or a collection of attorneys that want to see this brought forth. Right.
So it's actually right now, it's one plaintiff, but they're going after, they're trying to become a class action, which I suspect they will. But interestingly, they're only seeking California members. And so they're saying there's millions of California users who this is impacted, and so they're seeking to become a class, which I suspect they will, because there's certain standards that have to be met, common issues of fact in law. It would be too difficult, impractical to have a bunch of different lawsuits. So they'll eventually be a class, but they were looking for only California residents, which I'm surprised, because this is presumably a nationwide issue.
Well, and sometimes I know they file in a certain state because they think, obviously, maybe judges are going to be more amenable to what they want to say. But also, like, how much money are you even talking about? What could be awarded? I mean, what are the odds here?
Well, so they're suing under the penal code, so there could be criminal violations. So they're looking for, in the complaint, they actually listed $5 million, but one of the issues that they want is disgorgement of profits. So if you're looking at Amazon profits in this situation, right, that could be millions, maybe billions, I don't know the numbers, but it would be significantly into the millions.
Well, at least there's disgorgement.
Yes, whatever that word was,
But
it is, I mean, you all know that. I mean, we know that once you search for one item, suddenly, oh my gosh, you're getting a million notifications. I mean, we feel like we give up our privacy all the time.
I think we do, and I don't think the law can actually keep up with the technology. But here, what makes this a little bit different, and we were talking about it beforehand, how you mentioned something and then suddenly you're getting all these ads for it. But here they're talking about, and they put throughout the complaint, time-stamped geolocation. So that means they can track where you're getting medical care, reproductive health, religious services, mental health issues. Now, the complaint, I think, maybe overstated that a little bit, but I think you could glean those things from where you're at, the amount of time you're spending. So that's the real privacy concern in this complaint.
Yeah, and it'll be something to follow, because if they have any success with this, it certainly will be brought in other states as well, and we'll have to follow up on that.
Yeah.
Good to see you as always.
All right, good
Thanks.
to see you.
Whitney Traylor joining us.
My pleasure.